Hello, my name is Celina Bley, and I'm the Associate Director of Training and Education, which includes school-based law enforcement education at the Texas School Safety Center. The Texas School Safety Center is designated by Chapter 37 of the Texas Education Code to serve as a central location for school safety and security information, research, training, and technical assistance for all school districts, open enrollment charter schools, and public junior colleges. Our mission is to serve schools and communities to create safe, secure, and healthy environments. I am here to speak on school mental health initiatives and training in law enforcement. In Texas, the Education Code allows school districts to contract with local law enforcement agencies or establish their own police department to provide full-time police services. Approximately half of the 1,025 school districts in Texas, which consists of about 9,000 campuses, use full-time law enforcement in at least some of their schools, with over 200 districts running their own school police departments. We estimate that about 3,500 officers serve these school districts. The Texas legislature has passed legislation to guide law enforcement agencies and schools in their use of police. In 2015, the Texas legislature identified specific training to be required for large school districts with over 30,000 students who had school-based law enforcement. And in 2019, that mandatory training for large districts became a requirement for all school districts who have law enforcement officers working within the school environment with students. The Texas School Safety Center offers this required training, which is accredited by the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement. To provide a multidisciplinary approach, the Texas School Safety Center offers the training to school administrators as well. In this course, we cover the following topics over a training period of 2 days: child and adolescent development and psychology, mental health crisis intervention and cultural competency, de-escalation techniques and techniques for limiting the use of force, mental and behavioral health needs of children with disabilities or special needs, positive behavioral interventions and supports, conflict resolution techniques, and restorative justice techniques. The increase in school presence over the years, along with the expansion of expectations and mandates for school officers to understand their work with schools, demonstrate the need for this training. In 2017, the Texas legislature passed legislation that defined the process for issuing a misdemeanor citation to a student. In 2019, the legislature passed a law that SRO and school police officers are tasked only with duties related to law enforcement intervention and not tasked with behavioral or administrative duties better addressed by other district employees to enforce this notion of the efforts to ensure officers are engaging in appropriate roles in the school environment. Another law that passed in 2019 pertains to the law enforcement response with students. Beginning with the 2019-2020 school year, a school district employee, such as a school district police officer, volunteer, or contractor, such as a school resource officer, cannot authorize or cause an aversive technique to be applied to a student. An aversive technique is intended to reduce the likelihood of a behavior reoccurring by intentionally inflicting significant physical or emotional discomfort or pain. There has also been an increase in need for mental health initiatives to help schools to better serve students. And in 2019, the Texas legislature created a Texas Mental Health Consortium to connect districts and students to statewide and regional mental health services and passed requirements for an increase in mental health training for educators and other school professionals. Another trend we are seeing is the increase in mental health officers being employed by school districts to address mental health initiatives. While not connected with policing in schools, there is a safety initiative specific for parents of youth with disabilities in the use of a premise alert. Premise alert is an alert system that helps notify emergency responders of an individual with disabilities that lives in the residence and their needs prior to an emergency care. A parent can request a premise alert at the local police department so that in the event of a crisis in the home setting, their child's unique needs are given extra consideration. Our staff at the Texas School Safety Center offers subject matter expertise across a broad array of school safety and health-related fields and provide technical assistance to districts and schools upon request. We conduct systematic research as well as program evaluation to inform best practices in the field and improve our services to districts and communities. We encourage parents to engage with our resources to learn about school safety requirements and best practices to be able to better support local school safety initiatives. School safety is a shared responsibility and a multidisciplinary approach that includes students, teachers, parents, administrators, and law enforcement working together.